Okay, so we've taken a look at the image and reality tested it. We've
Mhm.
added some positivity to it. One other thing that I've noticed about this image is that, at least the original one, is that it's sort of short. It's sort of like this little snapshot of just as you're telling mom about your sexual orientation, and it sort of pauses right there. Am I on the right track with that?
Yes, it stops right
It
there
stops right
at that
there.
face.
Yeah. Oh, the face, right? Yeah. And that's the interesting thing with our images is that often they are these little snapshots or a video or a little movie clip that stops kind of at the worst part. And another thing that we can do, and again, it's on the sheet here, is to kind of, if you imagine pushing play and just sort of watching it as it plays out and seeing actually what could really happen there rather than stopping at the worst part. So I wonder if we were to push play, so we've kind of built it up to the point where you're telling your mom the sauce is in the background, you're remembering the texture of your sofa, and that you're telling her. Then what starts happening?
After that face.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, I don't know.
Hmm. Yes.
Maybe she says something,
Yeah,
or
yeah. What might she say?
I kind of get the feeling she's gonna say something along the lines that she knew, or that this is
Hmm.
not news to her, like
Okay.
some sarcastic comment like that.
And you think it'd be sarcastic?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think so.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So you might hear her saying, "Ah, this isn't all that new to me." Yeah.
hmm
Okay. What might happen then?
Maybe we'll laugh about it for a bit,
Okay.
or yeah, I can just see her being very like dismissive of the whole event that I've been building myself up for.
Okay. Dismissive of the whole event. Yeah. Okay. What happens with that face? Does the face show up?
Maybe it still shows up, but it fades really quickly.
Hmm.
Maybe the judgment face even comes before I tell
Okay.
her that I'm gay, just because I'm making like such this big deal. It's not really our communication style to be very serious or
Okay.
to talk about our feelings.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, maybe it dissipates actually when I tell her.
Okay. That's an interesting detail. So and maybe we should get to that, but as you kind of work up to this, that's where the judgment face shows up.
Yeah,
But then
maybe.
when you tell her that you're gay, the face changes.
Hmm.
Yeah. How might the face change? What might you see there?
Maybe some relief.
Okay.
Maybe in her head she's thinking, she's gonna tell me I'm moving further away or something.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So maybe some relief. Her face softens.
Softens. Yeah. Nice. Then you hear her kind of make a wisecrack or some sort of comment not used to me. That kind of
Yeah,
thing.
something like that.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Anything in that moment that your other senses would be important to pay attention to, your the sense of touch or taste or smell?
Maybe the pillow.
The
It's a
pillow.
very comforting thought to have
Okay.
that sort of self-soothing thing
Yeah.
to hold on to.
Okay. Yeah. So you're still. What would the texture of that be again?
Just very soft and
Hmm.
cushiony. It's a down pillow, so it just kind of takes the shape of
Yeah.
whatever you're who's
Okay.
holding it.
Yeah. And is the smell of the sauce still wafting through the air there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Definitely, I wouldn't
Okay.
go anywhere.
Yeah. Okay. Great. So that's another little bit of work. We've kind of pushed play here. How does that impact it? To sort of think, oh yeah, the face might show up a little bit before when you actually tell her. Then there's some relief and some softness, a bit of a funny wisecrack, and you just sort of laugh about it a little bit.
Feels more realistic than
Hmm.
what I've been playing in my head this week.
Yeah, more realistic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And it seems like, so we pushed play there. I wonder about doing a little bit of rewind too. So you've made the sauce. What's all this buildup about? What happens there? So let's imagine you've completed the sauce. Then what?
I think a lot of that would be internal, where
Okay.
I'm just kind of internally trying to pump myself up to actually
Mm-hmm.
say it.
Okay.
Um,
How do you feel as you're doing that, or what are you saying in your mind to pump yourself up?
I'm probably just saying, just do it already. It's
Okay.
gonna be fine. You
Hmm.
can't keep putting this off.
Yeah. Okay.
Things like that. It's
Mm-hmm.
pushing myself to actually do it.
Right. What would you be? Those are lots of kind of pressure, almost. Just do it. Would you feel something in your body as you're moving, as you're kind of pumping yourself up?
Yeah, even right now I'm feeling tense thinking about it. I'm
Mhm.
feeling my heartbeat kind of
Yeah.
rising,
Okay.
getting a little quicker.
Yeah. Okay. So you've spent all that time with your mom making the sauce, and it's kind of done. Now you're pumping yourself. Just do it already. Don't put it off anymore. Now keep going in that image. What happens now?
Well, maybe we were in the kitchen,
Mhm.
so maybe actually now we move into the living room. My apartment's pretty small, so it's like
Sure.
one big space, but
Yeah.
maybe we're moving in to sit on the couch. Usually we just watch a lot of trash, like reality TV
Okay.
show together,
Yeah.
so we might be putting on a show or something, and meanwhile I'm having this internal dialogue just to
Okay. Yeah.
tell my mom.
Right. Okay. So you've moved into the living room. You're sitting on the sofa that you can feel now. Are you sitting close together? Are you way on the opposite ends? Or are you sitting on the couch?
Yeah, we do tend to sit on opposite sides of the couch.
Okay.
I have like a sectional couch, so I sit on the sort of L shape part of it. She sits on the other end. We have our own creatures of habit kind of spots on the couch.
Yeah. I imagine that would help you to feel somewhat comfortable. You're in your kind of familiar spot.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, okay. All right. Keep going. What happens now?
So maybe we're talking about what show we're gonna watch or something, or my mom's talking at me like she sometimes does about the show we're gonna watch.
Okay.
I'm setting it up. I don't actually have cable, so it's always like a process to get stuff on the TV.
You're like streaming it or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then in the meantime, I'm still having that dialogue. It just feels like that never goes away.
Right. Okay. And is your body continuing to kind of be tense and figuring that out?
For sure.
So you're fiddling with the computer, trying to get it streaming to the TV. Mom's talking at you. Now what?
Now maybe we've found a show, so it's like I can't wait any longer. It's like I either tell her or we start watching 90 Day Fiance or something. Like I have to tell her in this moment.
It's the moment here now.
Yeah.
Okay. So keep going. What now?
So then I'd have to say something to get her attention, like, Mom, I need to talk to you about something before we watch TV. I've been trying to tell you for a while. Maybe something along those lines to get her attention.
Okay. Is this where the judgy face comes up?
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I think she'd probably turn to me and I'd get that sort of face, like, what are you talking about? Sort of face.
Yeah, I see that even right now. So the furrowed eyebrows and the what I think we call it the pursed lips. Okay. And how's your body posture? So it sounds like she's sitting up listening to you. What about your body posture now?
I probably turn to her as well.
Turn to her? Okay.
So we're facing each other.
Okay. Now what? I feel a little tense.
Now what? Me too.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Maybe I tell her in that moment. I say, hey, like my girlfriend I've been bringing around, so she's already met her. So I'd say, you know the friend I've been bringing around.
Yeah, that friend. Yeah.
To all their family gatherings for some reason.
Yeah.
Maybe I'd say, she's actually more than my friend. She's my girlfriend.
Yeah. Okay.
I might actually leave it at that. I don't think I'd have to say more than that for my mom to understand what I was saying to her.
Yeah. Okay. She sort of would clue into that. Okay.
I would hope so. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now what? Now is it where her face kind of softens in that?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Okay. I think that's what I would see.
Yeah. On
her face, getting it relieved, like, oh, it's just about that or something.
Right. Yeah. Just about that. Yeah. Not a big deal.
Yes.
And then this is where we kind of almost like we're taping this thing together or editing it in the editing room, where she makes a wisecrack, no big deal, or this isn't news to me, a bit of laughing. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's what she'd say.
Yeah.
Something along those lines.
Okay. And then you're saying there's sort of, how are you feeling in this moment after you've told her? You're hugging the pillow.
It feels relieving even just to think about it. I feel, like some weight's been lifted off me.
Right.
Just something I've been carrying around for a long time. So to actually say it out loud is a very relieving feeling. Yeah.
For those of us who are part of the queer community, the LGBT community, it's a huge deal, isn't it, to come out of the closet? And I even acknowledge how important it is to say this here, but a big deal to share this with your mom, who it sounds like you have a really important relationship with, and to feel that sense of relief and wait. I even think you sighed just there. That feels nice. Eh? Okay. All right. So I'm just going to we've been in the editing room. Let's put this whole thing together. So you've just imagine it with me here. So you've started the afternoon making sauce with your mom, and kind of that familiar time with her, some banter, some bickering a little bit, but it's all in love and kindness. She's telling you what to do. You're chopping. There's the smell of the tomatoes, the garlic. You're seeing the vegetables. You're hearing the rhythm, her voice, that kind of stuff in your apartment. The sauce is being made, and it's developing, and the scents and the smells and the tastes are developing. The feel of the ground meat in your hands and that. But all the while, your emotions are kind of getting elevating, right? You're kind of working towards something, and the sauce is done, and you're telling yourself, "Oh man, just do it. Get on with it. It'll be fine." And you're feeling tense, and your heartbeat is going up. You're moving into the living room. And you're sitting in your familiar places, more so elevated, and you're messing with the computer and the TV, trying to get it all synced together. And your mom's talking at you about the show, whatever you're going to watch. And then there's that moment when we could either watch the show or you could tell her. And we're feeling it a lot now, feeling that tenseness. And then you tell her, you know, Mom, that friend of mine that I've been bringing around, that's my girlfriend. And you don't even need to say much more than that. And she kind of says, no big deal. It's just that, right? The face that was coming was sort of as you were preparing for it and getting ready and leaning in. And then there's sort of this sense of big wash of relief, sounds like for both of you. Then you get on to watch the TV show and kind of get into the rest of the afternoon. Mm. How does that make you feel? That whole movie clip?
I feel so much better thinking about it all the way through.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, the dread is way down from what it was.
How about, let's just do that one more time.
Sure.
Our numbers, anxiety from 80 down to?
I put it like at a 40.
40. Yeah. Nervousness?
Nervousness, I'd probably rate the same. Pretty nerves have gone down quite a bit.
And the dread?
The dread I'll give like a 50. It's still kind of there, but it does feel a lot better than when we started talking.
Okay, great. Do you think that, or how do you imagine using this work we've done today in your week? What could we do with this?
I think when I'm having those intrusive thoughts of, or the rumination around my mom's face and judgment, I could think about the after effect and kind of test how realistic that is.
Right.
So maybe not just playing that over and over again, just playing it all the way through like we just did would be really helpful, I think.
Okay, yeah. Push play on that and kind of remember that it moves on, Would it be helpful to, I've written a lot of this down, to have this all in one place or even to record it so that you could listen back to this and remember it?
Yeah, that might be helpful.
Okay, we can work on that. Just one other thing, I was just aware that not only are we creating an image, this is sort of like cognitive rehearsal, where you kind of imagine having to do something challenging or difficult. And cognitive rehearsal is something that we use a lot in CBT, but it's used in a lot of places, like in performance and with athletics, kind of imagining moving through an important thing or important event. So that too could be something you do as you, when it feels right to you, move towards actually doing this with your mom. Okay, great. All right. How do you feel right now?
I feel a lot calmer than when I came in.
Great. All right. Well, we'll set up that homework and then we'll send you on your way.